Hello, third graders. Today we will be learning division, and I am so excited to teach you all today. This is one of my favorite things to do. So, when coming into class, have your notebooks ready to go, have a writing tool out, computer closed but ready to go, and be ready to learn and have fun. Reminders for our classroom. 1. Raise your hand when answering or asking questions. You guys have been so good with this. 2. Inside voices. Be respectful of the other classrooms in the school. 3. Respect others the way you would want to be treated. And 4. Smile and be happy. We are all here to learn and have fun, and I am so excited. So, for a little review, we're going to talk about addition, subtraction, and multiplication. So here are 3 problems that we are going to think about. So can you guys please write the first one on your piece of paper? 10 plus 5 equals. Okay, does anyone know what the answer is? Yes, 15. Good job, guys. Now the next one, 13 minus 5. Remember, minus means subtraction. When you guys are done, please raise your hand if you have the answer. Yes, 8. You guys are so good. And the last one is multiplication. 5 times 2. Remember, how many times does 2 go into 5? 10. Good job, guys. We are so good at those, and now we are going to move on to the next step, and that is division. Now, has anyone heard of division? Does anyone know what division is? Basically, you are trying to figure out how many times does something go into something. You are getting a smaller number rather than multiplication when you are getting a bigger number. So important vocab that we will be using is divided, divisor, quotient, equation, division, equally, how many times, and number. Keep those in mind when you guys are doing these problems. So first we are going to talk about the divided. The number that will be divided, the one number that you want. So number 8, that is what is highlighted, and that is the divided. The divided is usually always the first number because it's bigger. So yeah. Now the divisor, that's the number that does the dividing. That is the smaller number, and that's going to be the second number in your equation. Now remember, this is an equation, guys. Next is the quotient, and that is the answer to the division equation. That is the number you will be getting, and that's the number you want to get. So now we are going to go into our first question. So we have 8 divided by 2. That is how you say this equation. So you first have 8 people. That is your divided. 2 is your divisor, and we are trying to figure out the quotient. So when doing this problem, you are going to have 2 groups because that is your divisor. And we are going to see how many times something goes into 2 groups. So there's 8 people. So we're going to put 1 in the first group. That's done. We are going to put another in the second group. That's done. So now there's 2 people. We still need 6 more people, and we're trying to figure out the answer to this problem. So now we put another person in the first group, and we put another problem in the second group. We're not done yet. That's only 4 people, and we are still trying to figure out where the other 4 people go. So next, we put another person in the first group and another person in the second group. And then we put a 4th one in the first group and a 4th one in the second group. And that is how many times that 8 people is divided by 2, and that is 4. And when you think about it, what is 4 multiplied by 2? That is 8 people. That is another way you can think about it. So we will be going to Geoboard, so everyone can open their computer and go to Geoboard. I will be doing the first one and showing you guys how to do this. So everyone go to Geoboard. Okay. Let me clear that. Okay. So our first question is 9 divided by 3. So first, we are going to write it out. 9, whoopsies. Okay. Okay. 9 divided by 3 equals. Okay. So now we are going to be using our rubber bands. So I use the color orange and I will be doing 9. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Let me count it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. So now we have to think about 9 divided by 3. So how many times does 3 go into 9? 9 is our dividend and 3 is our divider, and we're trying to figure out the quotient. So let's use purple, and let's just do 3 for right now, just to see. Okay. So we have 3. We can't just do that once because that doesn't equal 9. You only have 3, and that's 9. So that does not match up. Now let's add more. Let's do white. So that's 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now we count. We do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're still not there. I think we should do one more. And let's try the blue. 1, 2, 3. Now let's count them out again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got them equal. So now we can figure out what is the quotient or the solution to this problem. So we have 1, 2, 3, and it is 3. Good job, guys. And when you think about it again, 3 times 3 equals 9. Okay, let's go to the next problem. Ooh, 4 divided by 1, that's tricky. Okay, let's clear our geoboard and try this again. So we have 4 divided by 1 equals. So 4 is our dividend and 1 is our divisor. Let's use red. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so when you think about it, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's try to figure out how many times 1 goes into 4. So 1, that doesn't equal 4. 2, that doesn't equal 4 either. 3, 3 doesn't equal 4 either. And 4 does equal 4. So how many times did we have to do that to get 4? It is 4. Remember, anytime that you multiply something by 1, it is that number. So 4 times 1 equals 4. 5 times 1 equals 5. It is the same thing with division. 4 divided by 1 is 4. Okay. Now our last problem of the day is 2 divided by 2. Ooh, this one's tricky too. So let's write it out. Everyone try this out on their Geoboard. So let's write 2, I messed it up. Okay. 2 divided by 2 equals. Okay, so now let's get the purple. I love purple. Okay, so purple 2. This is kind of tricky. So let's see. 1 doesn't go into 2. 2. So we did that one time to get 2. So if it's the same thing, it is equal, just like the problem we did, to 1. Like 1 times 2 equals 2. And then 2 divided by the same number equals 1. 4 divided by 4 equals 1. 10 divided by 10 equals 1. I hope all of you guys know how to divide using the Geoboard and then just divide in general. So lastly, does anyone have any questions about division, about multiplication, anything? So the first number in the equation is the dividend. The second number in the equation is the divisor. And the solution is the quotient. So you have the dividend, the division sign, the divisor, the equal sign, and then the quotient. So next class, we will be doing more division and learning about how to do it the long way. So that is the easy way when you're doing it with just single numbers, single digits. And now we're going to be doing it a little more tricky and using it the long way. So I want you guys to pick up the exit slip at my desk, and when you're done, turn it in at the front desk, and I hope you guys have an amazing weekend.